everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Style with Chica, and in this video tutorial I'll be sharing with you the pattern drafting to a Milkmaid Bustier top, and I'll be using the pattern drafted in this video to make a Milkmaid Bustier top, and that will be uploaded in my next video, which is going to be the part 2 of this one. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do want to hit the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I upload a new video, and let's get started. I've gone ahead to draw 5 different lines. The first line I have drawn here is my shoulder line. The next line I have here is my bust line, which is my shoulder to my nipple point. And then my under bust line, I also have my shoulder to my waist, and this is my waistline and my top length. So the next thing I want to do now will be to create a neckline for a guide. For my neckline, I'm using the basic neckline measurement, which is 3 inches by width and 3 inches by length. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my ruler now to connect this neckline, which is just going to be a guide for us. The next thing I want to do is to take my shoulder measurement, and I'll be dividing that by 2. My shoulder measurement is 16, and 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'm going to be marking 8 inches on my shoulder line. From this point, I am going to be coming down by 1 inch, just like this. And then I'm going to connect it upward to meet this neckline that I have created here. So after this, the next thing I want to mark out will be my armhole line. For my armhole line, you can actually divide your round armhole measurement by 2, or you can take your bust measurement and divide it by 6, then add 1.5 inches to it. For mine, I'm using 38 inches for my bust, so 38 divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, that's what's going to give me my armhole line, and for that I just have it around 7.8 inches, which is just right here. So I'm going to leave that mark here. From that point, I am going to extend this line this way, just like you can see. Now I have labeled this as my armhole line. The next thing I want to do will be to take my shoulder measurement again, divided by 2, and I'll be marking it out on this armhole line. That is still 8 inches. From this point, I'm going to connect all the way upward to meet this one. So after that, I'm going to take what I have from this point to this point, and I'll be dividing it by 2. So I'm just going to place my tape this way, and what I have, I'm going to divide it by 2 just by folding my tape like this, and I'm going to leave a mark at that point. From this point here, I'm going to come in by 1/2 of an inch. Okay, so once I come in by 1/2 of an inch, I want to use the curved part of my ruler. You can get any of this pattern masters, okay, for this armhole measurements, for this armhole drafting. The next thing I want to do is to use this curve to connect all the way to my shoulder slope like this, and then all the way to meet my armhole line, just like you can see me doing like this. So once I have created my armhole curve, the next thing I want to take is my dart. My dart is going to be my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8. 8 inches divided by 2 gives me 4. So I'm marking 4 inches on my under bust line. I'm marking 4 inches on my waistline, and I'm marking 4 inches on my top length. So from this point, I'm going to use my ruler to connect with a straight line downward. So now I've extended this line from my top length all the way to my bust point. So now on both sides of my top length, I'm going out by 1/2 of an inch, just like you can see me doing like this. And from this point, I'm just going to connect it upward to meet my bust point, just like this. So after taking my dart, the next thing I want to do will be to come up on my under bust line by 1 inch, just like this. So after I've done that, I'm going to be using this ruler. Just make sure you have these 2 rulers. You can also use this side of your ruler, but I'm using this one for more comfortability. I'm going to be connecting it with a curve like this, alright, to meet my under bust line. So I'm connecting the way upward like this. So after I've done that now, I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement again divided by 2, and I'll be marking it on this bust line. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 8 divided by 2, that gives me 4. So I'm marking 4 inches from this point where I have my dart towards this area, okay? So I'm just going to be marking 4 inches like this. I hope you do understand that. Then I'm going to be using my ruler, and I'm going to be connecting it upward like this. Do you see where I placed my ruler? So I'm just going to connect upward like this, and I'll be meeting this point with my armhole line. Alright, so now this is what I have. Okay, I'm going to be using my marker later to brighten up this line so that it looks even more visible. So after that, I want to go ahead and create a neckline here, and for that I'm just going to be meeting this point with this point with a curve. So I'm just going to be placing my ruler again this way. So now I need to understand that this area we just created is our cup. Okay, so I'll be labeling that cup. So I'm going to use my marker now to make these lines more visible. Then after that, we're going to be marking our basic bodice measurements all around. So next thing I want to do will be to take my bust measurements, and my bust measurements I'm going to be dividing that by 4, and I'll be leaving that on my bust line. I'll also be leaving my bust measurements on my armhole line. Then after that, I'm going to take my under bust measurement and my waist measurements also. I'll be dividing that by 4, and then I'll also be leaving that on this line. So at this point now, I'm just going to take the dots that I have here, and I'm going to be placing this on my waistline. I'll be doing the same thing to my under bust line. I'll be placing that on my under bust. So for my waist, for my top length line, I'm just going to be leaving that as so, because this has a box around here. So what I'm going to do now is to add my allowance, my stitching allowance to this piece. So for my bust, I'm going to be adding 1.5 inches. You can add as much as 2 inches. For my under bust, I'm also going to be adding 1.5 inches, and for my waist, I'll be adding 1.5 inches also to that. So I'm just going to be connecting from my waist all the way to my bust. So since my bust has the same measurement as my armhole, I'm extending this line upward like this. Alright, so now this is what I have. The next thing I want to do will be to connect this cup to form another armhole around here, just like this. Okay, so now this is what I have. So this is my bodice piece, and this is my cup piece. So I'm going to be using my front piece to cut up my back piece, but please note that when I was cutting my front piece, it was actually on a fold, but for my back piece here, it's not on a fold. Okay, so this is how I'm placing it. Please note that I am not placing this way to meet the edge so it doesn't slant. So I'm placing it just like this, so it's just this tip that's touching the edge of the pattern paper. So I'm going to place it this way, and what I want to do is to pin this down. So after going ahead to pin this down, I want to trace out the measurement I have on my armhole, which is just from here to here. I'm going to trace out the little armhole that I have, and then I'm going to be dotting where I have my waistline from my front piece. So I'm going to be using my ruler now to connect downward this way. So for this part now, it's going to have a zipper at the back. So for the back, I'm just adding an extra 1.5 inch for my zipper, and this is just the way I'm doing it, just like this. I'm adding it to this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and connect these points I've made with a straight line. I'm also going to mark out another line so I know which exact part is for my zipper allowance, and I'm just going to label this area zipper. So now after I've done that, I can take this front piece off now. I'm going to be transferring my dart though, so I'm going to be leaving a mark here so I know where my dart is supposed to be. So I'm just going to extend this line upward this way. So this is my armhole line. So I'm just going ahead to create a little armhole around here. It's nothing very elaborate, so you can just take this part as you wish. You may want to take it down, you may want to take it whichever way, but I'm just going ahead to take it this way. All right, so this is my dart, so I'm just going to extend this point like this. So now the next thing I want to do will be to close up this side. So unlike the front, the back is not going to have these backs here, so I'm not going to let it go very low. So I'm just going to pick a very indefinite point around here, and I'm just going to remark here, and I'm using my ruler to connect like this. Alright, now so this is what I have for my back piece, and this is what I have for my front piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and label this back, and I'll label this front, which is pretty obvious. So for my front piece now, I'm going ahead to cut out my cup now that I have cut out my back piece. Alright, so I'm just going to keep this one aside. Also keep this one aside. So like I said, this is folded into two, so I'm just going ahead to divide it right now. So for the Milkmaid Bustier area, it's usually a gather around that point. So to do this gather, you want to do what we call the splash and spread method. For that, you can just decide to tear this into multiple pieces apart. You can decide to go at least 1.5 inches apart or 1 inch apart, but for me, I'm just going to be going 1.1 inch apart to create a gather just like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and draw a straight line across this point that I've made. Alright, so this is what I have. So before I cut this out, guys, I'm going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I have 8 pieces for this splash and spread method. I'm going ahead to take a fresh piece of pattern paper, just like what you see that I have here. Okay, so now I'm just going to splash this just like I have been explaining. I'm just going to splash it this way, and I'm going to be placing it one after the other. So now what you want to do now is to place this at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches apart. You're going to be spacing it apart on your pattern paper, just like you can see me doing to mine. Okay, so now this is what I have. Okay, I'm just going to make sure that what I have in between each and every one is 1.5 inches apart, and then I'll go ahead and pin it down. Alright guys, so after pinning it down, this is what I have. I just spaced it out by 1.5 inch. So you're just going to start from any point, and then you're going to trace this out completely. This gives you a bigger cup area, and then you have enough material that you can gather for your Milkmaid Bustier. So if you need more material to gather, you can go as much as 2 inches spacing out. This is what I have. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. So this is all for the pattern to a basic Milkmaid Bustier. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go to subscribe so you can get notified when I upload a sewing tutorial of me using these patterns that I have drafted out to make a beautiful Milkmaid top. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.